Hola, welcome to How to Cantarama. I'm going to talk a little bit about how to time your class and what to be focusing on when you are doing the songs and the battles. First, I want to say there is not really a right way to do this. It's whatever you want to teach, whatever brings you joy, whatever fits in your room. And this first year is probably a trial and error year. One important thing to know is that you don't have to fully teach like both songs every week and everything about the artist and everything about the song. Like, there's probably not enough time to do that unless you want that to be your curriculum. So don't forget that the songs that win are going to show up again and again and again. So you could go a little deeper each time. The first round, we're listening to 16 songs. So maybe for me, I'll probably focus on just expressing an opinion really quick, like something like with chat map sentences or a slide like this. ¿Te gusta la canción? I could play it in the background and they could respond. ¿Cómo te hace sentir esta canción? ¿Qué piensan? So this is kind of a simpler chat map where they piece sentence frames together. Me parece que la melodía es demasiado rápido or demasiado lento. And you could do the same thing in writing with something they have in paper if you want. So that is maybe what I'll do the first round, like just opinions. And again, sometimes I'll have them do it out loud. Sometimes I'll have them write it. I want to mix it up so that they don't get tired of me. There's certain things that are all the same, like the contest itself is the structure, and the way you mix it up provides novelty, and the songs provide novelty. You could do a basic biography. I will probably have very simple slides for like my Spanish one. I might even do the yo form because they need more practice and exposure. Like yo, like me llamo Selena Gomez y soy de Texas y canto música. Cuando era niña cantaba en Disney or whatever. Era actriz. Something basic. And then you could also just focus on the contest, making predictions, practicing numbers. I would love if somebody made a scavenger hunt of the artist, maybe like 8 weeks in, we've heard all the songs and there's a kind of contest where they read about the different artists and then they have to find out who did what. That would be a fun thing that maybe one of us will make. I don't know. Other things you can focus on, or here's some timing. Again, there's no right way to do it. Probably you're going to have certain times of the year where you are just packed with stuff to do and other weeks that you need to fill up. So adjust accordingly and follow your heart. So one idea is you could, like on Monday or the first time you pull it up, you could look at the results from the week before and use the past tense. Okay, it won, it lost, how many people voted in the end? You could review. You could focus on just one song. We're going to listen to Gozadera today. Maybe you read a quick little biography. Then another day that week, you could listen to the other song. You could play a live game on Roxham. You could play both of them, or you could do one a day. You could compare the songs on another day, do your predictions, talk about the vote. This is maybe, I only see my students twice a week, sometimes 3 days a week. So your call. A light participation option would look like pulling it up as the warm-up. You do the vote real quick and you move on. So that's another way to time it. What really works for me in Spanish 1 is picking a line or two from the chorus and having them sing that. So they don't love to sing if I just say, hey, we're going to sing this together. But giving them like a line at a time makes it way more manageable, and they have more buy-in. So for example, in my Spanish one day I said, our line of the day is ay, como me duele. And I say, if you're shy, you can speak it. If you're willing to sing along, go for it. I will sing loud and bad so that your voice just blends in. And then we sometimes, we'll say it, ay, como me duele, and then we'll sing it, and then sometimes we'll add actions, like, okay, now I want you to go, ay, como me duele, and then we move on. So they just learned this one line, that was it. And then the next day, maybe we learn another line. So we did the first line of the song, which kind of explains the situation. Yo sé que tienes un nuevo amor. I had them speak it and then sing it with the music. And then we did both lines together. So that's a great idea because if Como la Flor wins, you could learn more the next round. If it doesn't, either way, they're going to remember that part of the song. Another option is to follow your heart and pick the song that you like more, or if you think one song isn't going to win, but you want to talk about it. For example, Ansiedad, I don't think that song's going to win. I don't, but I think it's a really good message. Talk like it's one of the only songs I know about anxiety and how it makes her feel like overwhelmed and almost suffocated. And then at the end, it becomes really positive because she got therapy and learned how to, she just feels better. And instead of no puedo, it changes to yo puedo. I love the song. So I'm definitely going to take the week to really focus on Ansiedad because I'm pretty sure Ojos Tristes is gonna win. So we could talk about that later. Your call. Here's a slide that I made that I'll share for Ansiedad. You can share a copy of each student. I put some of these already matched up, but they're gonna grab this on a Google slide and match them up. Okay, so those are just some ideas for timing. You cannot do this wrong. However you do it is fine. I do have other ideas. A choir director is another great way to get them to sing. So like split the class up and say, okay, these tables are going to sing voy a reír. You guys are going to sing voy a bailar. You guys sing vivir mi vida. And all of us sing la 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 la. And then you play it, you point to them. And the next day you switch it up so they all sing a different line. Sometimes singing one line, you get more participators. Again, acting them out, talking about the songs, put the lyrics in order. You could do that digitally. You can cut them up on paper. You could do a close sheet, backwards charades where you pick lines from the songs or the songs and then you print them and you have the whole class acting it out. You can Google backwards charades and then people guessing the line. Word cloud, listening games. Roxham playing in class is an awesome, easy, no prep thing. You could have students draw out certain lines and like vote on who drew it better. You could talk about the music video. You can find a Just Dance song or a Zumba song and work out. You could perform the song. These are, did I read all of them? Oh, a class created slideshow I'll share too. I have one for Madre Tierra where it's a blank presentation with just the lyrics in Spanish and English. You assign each kid a slide and they add photos and then you can listen to the slide, like clicking through it. And your class created slideshow is representing the lyrics. So if you have questions or want more info on any of that, please email me at holacantarama.com. But I hope that gave you some ideas for things you could do. Don't feel like you have to do it all. We do enough. Okay, adios.